7 ways to make money and save money. I did a video a few weeks ago with a ton of tips on how to make money and be successful, and you guys really liked it and have been requesting another one. So today, I'm going to be giving you 7 more tips on making money, investing, saving money, and not losing money. These are all the things that have helped me, and I know they'll help you too. Bonus tip: don't do things that are unproductive. So instead of a long intro, I'm just going to jump right into the tips. Number 1, start early. If you're young, don't put it off. Start now. I know people in college who thought, no point in thinking about that right now. I've got my entire life to do that. And then as soon as they get out of college, they ended up getting trapped in the cycle of working a shitty job to pay for shit they don't even care about. And years later, they haven't saved a dime or made any progress. Even guys I used to think were smart completely stagnated. Don't let yourself get stuck in the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle, and don't think that just because you have a decent job, you won't get trapped. In the Wolf of Wall Street book, Jordan Belfort ridicules his employees for living paycheck to paycheck on million-dollar salaries because they all assumed the money would keep coming in forever, and they bought houses and cars and boats and all this other stuff. So as soon as the money stopped, they were broke. He even encouraged this behavior on purpose because he wanted to keep them trapped, working for him instead of retiring. And this is how the system works for most people. No matter how much they make, that's the amount they spend. Just look at the people you know, and you'll see that almost all of them are trapped in the cycle. Don't let yourself be one of those people. It's just like when you're about to hook up with a girl and she says her boyfriend's coming over in 5 minutes. Bro, get in and get out as fast as possible. Number 2, try a bunch of things. Start your own business. Even if you know nothing about business, just try it out. You don't have to spend a lot of money, even if you're just selling popsicles on the street or something. It'll put you in the action and help you learn about selling, marketing, and money management. Just try stuff. Short-term investments, long-term investments, investments in other people's businesses. Work a variety of different jobs to see what you like and what makes money most efficiently and what can actually be scaled up. Diversify. To me, diversity doesn't just mean buy lots of different stocks. It means buy multiple stocks and start multiple businesses and invest in multiple assets. Try multiple things and have multiple things running in parallel all the time. I put money into BitConnect, and that shit flopped harder than a fat girl riding cowgirl for the first time. And it didn't bother me in the least, because it's just one of many things. Almost every successful businessman has multiple flops for everyone's success. Number 3, don't finance things. For fuck's sake, this is a huge one nowadays. Here's what I think. Buy the shit you can afford now, not the shit you expect to be able to afford 10 years from now. If you're buying a $5,000 Tempur-Pedic mattress and they say, hey, just finance it, it'll only be $500 a year for 10 years, bro. The cost is still $5,000, not $500. If you don't have $5,000 right now, you can't afford it. You're buying something you can't afford. I also apply the idea when I'm getting into something for a longer term. For example, let's say you're buying an internet connection for your house. It's $100 a month. You plan to live in that house for, say, 3 years. So the actual cost of that internet connection is $3,600. Sure. You can cancel your internet whenever you want, but you know damn well you're not going to do that. So I like to factor in the full cost of it into my budget estimate. Another example of this is buying a house. Let's say your property taxes are $10,000 a year. You plan to live in that house for 10 years. Then you should add $100,000 to the real price of that house. Now this is unusual and not many people do this, but I like to do it because I don't want to trap myself. I don't want to be doing shit to make money forever. I don't want to be trapped. And if you don't either, you should take some notes on these things. Otherwise, you'll get trapped harder than a guy. Wait, what's that bulge in your pants? Number 4, protect yourself. There's no point making lots of money just to lose it. For example, you can protect yourself against physical theft by keeping valuables in a safe deposit box or buying home security systems. I actually joked with a friend a while back and told him to hide his valuables inside a book on his shelf because the type of person who breaks into people's houses is not the type of person who's going to be reading books. But what about all the valuable shit you have stored on your computer or smartphone? If you're a god like me, you've got all kinds of valuable data and personal info on there. You may be running antivirus or putting one of those stickers on your webcam, but come on, bro, you really think that's going to cut it? What you need is a VPN to protect all your info, and the one I recommend is the best VPN out there, ExpressVPN. Now, what if you're at Starbucks or a hotel or anywhere you're using public Wi-Fi? Did you know that you can be spied on by some random hacker dude using the same network? Plus, no matter where you are, internet companies and all types of marketing companies are trying to access your data so they can sell it. The good news is, you can put an end to all that and protect your data like I do with ExpressVPN. ExpressVPN secures and makes your internet browsing private by encrypting your data and hiding your public IP address. Their apps run seamlessly in the background of your computer or phone. Setting it up takes like a minute. Any imbecile can do it. Plus, ExpressVPN has super fast VPN servers in 94 countries, so you can also stream whatever the fuck you want from any country without restrictions. And with the benefit of knowing your data is secure. Yeah, you can even stream porn. So, if you care about protecting yourself online and don't want to be the kind of dude who gets hacked, get ExpressVPN. These days, I don't even use the internet without ExpressVPN. Right now, by clicking the link in the description, you can get 3 extra months of ExpressVPN for free by visiting expressvpn.com/basedzeus. Don't be the sort of moron who gets hacked or has his computer hijacked by a 16-year-old from China who used to mine Bitcoin. Protect yourself. Number 5, buy things you really want, not things you kind of want, and definitely not things you don't want. What does this mean? Simple. Buy things you really want. Don't buy things you kind of want. Like, if you kind of want a new pair of shoes but you're not 100% sure you want them, don't buy them. And definitely don't buy things you don't want. For example, if you're buying shit and you don't care about it because you want to impress other people, look, nobody gives a fuck what you're doing. People are so wrapped up in themselves that they only give a fuck what they're doing. Don't waste your money trying to impress them. And if they have so much time that they actually are concerned with what you're doing, then they're the most no-life loser anyway. And why are you spending your time worrying about them? I buy whatever I want, and I usually don't even look at the price. I bought a pair of new workout shoes recently, and a friend asked how much they were, and I was like, I don't know. Might have been 100, might have been 300, who knows? But the thing is, I also don't want to buy a lot of things. The things I really care about can't be bought with money. So if I want something, I buy it. But I also don't want to buy a lot of things. If you buy one thing that you really want, you'll be a lot happier than if you buy 10 things that you only kind of want. Now, obviously, you gotta alter this to your situation. If you're just starting out and you only have $500 to your name, you may not want to drive down to Best Buy. Tell them to load up the best 85-inch TV into your car and say, fuck the price, Zeus told me it doesn't matter. Likewise, even I wouldn't buy something like a car without looking at how much it is. I mean, be reasonable, okay? The point is mainly to just buy things that you really want and don't buy things that you kind of want. Number 6, list the stuff you buy and look for waste. I actually did this for a couple of friends. They were making over $100K a year and somehow not saving anything. I helped them plot out their expenses and then cut out thousands of dollars a month in junk. It's almost always the little things that add up. One obvious example is if you're paying for cable TV, cancel it and get Netflix instead. Take a look at this. The cheapest option for Comcast cable TV is about $40 a month. Netflix is about $10 a month. Amazon Prime Video is $100 a year, which equals $9 a month. So you can get both Netflix and Amazon for less than half of the cost of cable TV. Holy shit! Who in their right mind would even buy cable anymore? I can honestly say I've never bought cable TV. Before Netflix was a thing, I just watched network TV since I barely even watch it anyway. I don't even know how to hook up cable. I think cable is called a coaxial or some shit, I don't know. Do you plug it into the wall or does it have an antenna? I don't even know if my outlet has a place to plug it in. Does it need a modem? What the fuck? That's how little I care about cable TV. Plus, you also get the benefits of 1, not wasting time watching commercials, which are usually annoying anyway. 2, being able to watch whatever you want, whenever you want. And 3, using all that extra time to do something more productive. And that's just one example. List everything you spend money on, and eliminate all the useless stuff that you don't need, or that you don't truly want. Number 6, stocks. Investing in stocks is a huge topic. But since most of my viewers are younger guys in their teens and 20s, I'm just going to go over a couple of simple tips that have really helped me. First, I like to buy companies that I personally like, use a lot, and believe will do well. For example, Amazon, Netflix, Google, Intel, Apple. You don't have to buy these exact ones. You can buy whatever you personally feel. But these are the ones I fuck with the most. Second, don't be emotional. See each investment as a thing to not be attached to. I also bought a lot of Microsoft a few years ago, right when people were giving them a lot of shit for all the privacy and security issues in Windows 10. Now, I personally don't really like their company for that exact reason, but in this case, I noticed that whenever somebody brought up the issue of privacy, most people would just point at them and call them a conspiracy theorist. You crazy conspiracy nut, companies don't care about making money, they care about making their customers happy. So, I assumed that most people weren't going to give a shit about that issue, that the company was going to get away with it, and that the extra revenue they'd get from doing sketchy shit and getting away with it would outweigh the tiny percentage of people who wouldn't like it. And I was right, because Microsoft has pretty much doubled in price since they stopped giving a shit. I also used to fuck with Bitcoin a decent amount back when it was around 1,000. And I'd always see people on the Bitcoin forum predicting it'd go up because they wanted it to go up, and people predicting it'd flop because they were mad they didn't get in early enough. Basically, believing something will behave a certain way simply because you want it to act that way? Sorry, dude, but unless you're a god like me, shit ain't gonna come true just because you want it to. The moral of the story is, eliminate personal emotion as much as possible from your investments. Number 7, don't fall for bullshit. I'ma just throw this in here. If someone messages you on Facebook talking about a great new money-making opportunity to make a lot of money really fast, look how I turned $20 into $8,537 a month and I'm only 22 years old, block that motherfucker. Also, pro tip, anytime the price is something really specific and ridiculous like that, it's almost always bullshit. Giving something an extremely specific price is actually a negotiating tactic that tricks the victim into believing that since you gave a really specific price, you must have thought about it in depth and calculated it accurately somehow, which makes you more likely to believe that what you're receiving is actually worth that price. In reality, it's just a trick. And if a bullshitter wants to charge $100 for something, he can just charge $98.37 instead, and it'll get more sales. The more you know, and that's it. If these tips helped you, subscribe and drop a like on this video. And if you have your own tips for other people, write a comment below. Also, be sure to check out ExpressVPN and get your personal data and money protected for less than $7 a month. Plus, they have a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you got nothing to lose by giving it a try.